So hello all, in this video let's talk about exercise 3.4 trigonometric functions. So question number first, tan x is equal to root 3. We have to write down the principal and general solutions. General solutions has been reduced from the syllabus due to this pandemic effect for 2021, right? So still we'll do. So tan x is equal to root 3. Now at which angle or at which value of tan the value is root 3. So we know this value will be at tan root 3 is tan pi by 3 if this is in first quadrant, whereas tan is also positive in third quadrant. So we can say this value can also be equal to tan in third quadrant. This will be pi plus pi by 3, right? So if we take these two, tan x is equal to tan pi by 3, so x is equal to pi by 3, right? Or tan x is equal to, tan x can also be equal to tan pi plus pi by 3 because in third quadrant also tan is positive. So this is equal to, this implies x is equal to pi plus pi by 3, which is equal to 3 pi plus pi by 3, 4 pi by 3, right? So x is equal to 4 pi by 3 or x is equal to pi by 3, right? Now general solution of this will be for tan x, general solution will always be equal to n pi plus whatever the value of theta is, theta in radian, right? So here n pi plus x is equal to pi by 3, so pi upon 3. So this is general solution, right? So general solution is this one and principal solution is this one. Principal solution, x is equal to pi by 3 comma 4 pi by 3. So this is principal solution, right? So general solution and principal solution. Let's move on to next question, question number second. So in question number second, sec x is equal to 2. So sec x is equal to 2. Now sec value is 2 when at sec pi by 3 it is 2, right? Because cos 60 is 1 by 2, so pi by 3. Similarly sec is positive in fourth quadrant also, so sec x is equal to pi by 3. This implies x is equal to pi by 3, right? Or sec x is equal to, sec is positive in fourth quadrant also, so 2 pi minus pi by 3, right? So this implies x is equal to, just hold on, x is equal to 2 pi minus pi by 3, so which is 3 2 6, 6 minus 1, 5 pi by 3. So principal solution of it will be, x is equal to pi by 3 comma 5 pi by 3. Now general solution for sec x, general solution for sec x will be, general solution for sec x is always 2n pi plus minus theta in radian, right? So 2n pi plus minus theta in radian, so 2n pi plus minus pi by 3 is general solution, right? So principal solution also we have got and general solution also we have got. So this is principal solution and that is general solution. This is our answer for question number second. Now question number third. Question number third is cot x. So cot x is equal to minus root 3. Now cot is negative in which quadrant? Second and third quadrant, second and fourth quadrant, right? Second and fourth quadrant, cot is negative. So we can say this will be equal to, now root 3, cot value is root 3 on cot pi by 6, right? So in second quadrant this will be cot pi minus pi by 6, right? In second quadrant the value will be pi minus pi by 6. So from here cot x is equal to pi minus pi by 6. So this implies x is equal to pi minus pi by 6. 6 pi minus pi is 5 pi by 6, or cot x is equal to cot, in fourth quadrant also this is negative, so 2 pi minus pi by 6. So this implies x is equal to 2 pi minus pi by 6. 12 pi minus pi is 11 pi by 6. So 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. So principal solution is x is equal to 5 pi by 6 comma 11 pi by 6, right? Now general solution for cot. General solution for cot will be equal similar to 10. So general solution is equal to n pi plus minus, exception is plus minus 5 pi by 6, right? Where n belongs to integers always, right? So this is general solution, and that is, in all the cases we have to write n belongs to integers. In these cases also we have to write n belongs to integer, and here also we have to write n belongs to integer, right? So n is always belongs to integer. Is that clear? So this is general solution, right? Next, fourth question. So in fourth question we have cosec x. So cosec x is equal to minus 2. Now cosec x is negative in third and fourth quadrant only. So in third quadrant, okay, cosec x is equal to 2. So cosec x is 2 when x is equal to pi by 3, sorry, pi by 6, right? Because sine 30 is 1 by 2, so cosec 30 is 2. So cosec 30 is cosec pi by 6. So cosec, now in third quadrant this will be pi plus pi by 6, right? So we can say cosec x. So this implies x is equal to pi plus pi by 6. 6 pi plus pi is 7 pi by 6. Similarly, cosec x is negative in fourth quadrant also. So we can say 2 pi minus pi by 6. So 6 to 12, 12 minus, okay, so x is equal to 2 pi minus pi by 6. So which is equal to 12 minus 11 pi by 6. So x is equal to 7 pi by 6 comma 11 pi by 6, right? So this is principal solution and general solution. So general solution of it will be for cosec x it will be similar to sin x. So general solution is equal to n pi plus minus, okay, I'll write it here, n pi plus minus 1 raised to the power n 7 pi by 6, where n belongs to integer. So this is general solution. N pi for sine and cosec, the general solution will be n pi plus minus 1 raised to power n pi by theta, whatever theta is. For tan and cot, general solution will be n pi plus minus theta, and for sec and cos it will be 2n pi plus minus theta, right? So this is all about this exercise 3.4. Further, question number 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 has been deleted from the syllabus.